Hey guys, it's Bellamy here from Midnight Suns and welcome to what is obviously the most prestigious and legit awards show in Singapore history. Welcome to the 3rd Annual Midnight Suns Awards. I hope you're all having a wonderful new year, and yeah, it is that time of the year for us to look back at all the best movies of the previous year. And so without further ado, here is my list of the top 5 best movies of 2024. And alright, coming in at number 5, we have Sonic 3. So I didn't do an early review for this movie because this movie came out later in Singapore compared to the rest of the world. But nevertheless, I did watch it and I think this movie is amazing. I think it is proof that when big movie studios, when they listen to their fans of the franchises that they are making movies of, they can make movies that are both highly profitable and good at the same time, and the fans are gonna love them. And yeah, Sonic 3 had a great story with a lot of fan service, and at the same time, it was filled with a lot of emotional moments and fantastic action. This Sonic trilogy honestly might be the only trilogy I can think of where each movie in the trilogy gets better and better. And yeah, Sonic 3 is a worthy number 5 on my list of the top 5 movies of 2024. And moving on to number 4, we have Wicked. So by far, this movie, of all the movies on the list, is definitely the most feel-good and inspirational movie of the year. The soundtrack is amazing. I've been listening to it on repeat basically for the past month. And yeah, the story is just so fun in this movie, and Ariana Grande really gave one of the best comedic musical performances ever. I think this movie is a definite addition to the best movie musicals of all time, and it is a great number 4 on my list. And coming in at number 3, we have Transformers 1. Now I must say I'm actually very surprised at how much I loved this movie because the trailers honestly didn't look good at all. This is actually a movie about politics, about political corruption, and yeah, it really surprised me with all the mature themes and commentary about like real-world governments and even the whole military-industrial complex. It also has a ton of action, so kids can definitely enjoy it as well, and yeah, it's a movie for all ages and it is a great number 3 on my list. And coming in at number 2, I know this is probably gonna be number 1 for a lot of people, but for me it is number 2, and that is Dune Part 2. This movie is practically a near-perfect sci-fi movie. Everything in this movie is epic, from the cinematography to the acting, to the props, to the music, to the sound design, and all the amazing sets in the movie. Everything is just a work of art. Every single frame in this movie is a painting. That's how beautiful this movie is. And yeah, Dune Part 2 is number 2 on my list of the top movies of 2024, and it is the literal definition of cinema. And coming in at number 1, we have the unparalleled Madame Web. This movie is the reason why Dune Part 2 isn't number 1 on my list, and that is because this movie is truly one of the movies of all time. Okay, but jokes aside, this isn't number 1 on my list of the best movies of the year. I did really enjoy it though, but I'm someone who really likes bad movies. But yeah, here is my real number 1, the best movie of the year of 2024. And coming in at number 1, we have Furiosa, a Mad Max saga. Now, I had a hard time choosing between this and Dune Part 2 for my number 1 movie of the year, but after thinking long and hard about it, I realized that there was no movie in the entire year that I really enjoyed as much as Furiosa. This movie is one heck of a ride, and it really surpassed all my expectations. I think this is not only the best Mad Max movie ever, but it's also one of the best post-apocalyptic sci-fi movies ever. And not to mention, I think Anya Taylor-Joy and Chris Hemsworth gave 2 of the best acting performances of the year in this movie. I think they both deserve Oscars for their performances. And yeah, if anybody still thinks that Chris Hemsworth cannot act, go and watch this movie. He's amazing in this movie. I think he's the best movie villain of 2024. This movie is unbelievably epic, and it is one really great roller coaster ride from the start to end. And yeah, that's my list of the top 5 movies of 2024 with Furiosa coming in at number 1. But what do you guys think? What are your favorite movies of the year? Please go down to the comments below and let me know, and let's have a discussion. And with that being said, thank you for watching the 3rd Annual Midnight Suns Awards, and yeah, I will see you all very soon. And as always, stay gold everybody and never fade. Bye everybody.